After a long day of doing man stuff, me and the fellas trust new Dial for Men Power Scrub to give us a clean we can be proud of. Over-engineered with unstoppable orange oil and micro scrubbers. Unstoppable. It leaves us honkingly gorgeous. Dial for Men, proudly over-engineered.
And the clip that I'm going to be analyzing for y'all is the Dial men's soap commercial. You might have seen it. It's a bunch of dudes walking through a car shop, and they come out the shower talking about, you know, how Dial soap helps to get a clean that a man would be proud of. And so I'm just going to quickly go through the signs that are seen in this commercial. So the denotative sign of this commercial is that, so the denotative sign in this video is that the soap will make you clean. The soap will make you smell wonderful. Basic, no hidden meaning behind that. And the connotative sign is that manly men need a strong and powerful soap, and the things that manly men do are the things that are seen in the commercial. So working on cars, playing sports, things of that nature, all warrant the use of this great soap.
Depression is a serious medical condition that can take so much out of you. I feel like I have to wind myself up just to get out of bed. Then, well, I have to keep winding myself up to deal with the sadness, the loss of interest, the trouble concentrating, lack of energy. If depression is taking so much out of you, ask your doctor about Prestique. Prestique is a key in helping to treat my depression.
Ask your doctor about Prestique.
Alright, so you should have just watched the Prestique commercial, and semiotics is really critical and was actually started looking at things that were meant to be persuasive or persuading people to sell. So looking at advertisements is actually a great way to relate and give examples of how semiotics is applied. So the denotative sign, what actually occurred and happened is that a woman needs to take medication because she feels depressed. She can't perform her day-to-day activities without feeling sadness. One of the things that they said in the ad was that she had to wind herself up in order to do day-to-day activities, and that taking medication, the takeaway is that taking medication can help her and someone else out of their depression and back to feeling normal and doing those day-to-day activities. So the connotative sign is that people who are unhappy, say going to work or with their family when they're supposed to be happy, are seen as like abnormal, or there's something wrong with them and that needs to be fixed. A hidden message that could be taken from this ad is that if you're doing things that are abnormal, what you can do is take drugs to seem normal. And then this kind of you can go further and say that this relates to America being a society that relies on drugs to sort of dilute things that we see as being abnormal, different, weird, things like that.
I heard about your brother's conviction. I'm sorry. About why you've missed class so much?
I had things to do.
About this. The evaluation assignment was to grade yourself on the work you're doing. You gave yourself an F. What's that about?
It's what I feel I deserve, that's all.
Oh, really? You know what this is? This is a fuck you to me and everyone in this class. I don't want excuses. I know what you're up against. We're all of us up against something. So you better make up your mind. Because until you have the balls to look me straight in the eye and tell me this is all you deserve, I am not letting you fail. Even if that means coming to your house every night until you finish the work. I see who you are. Do you understand me? I can see you.
I will be debunking the clip from the movie Freedom Riders. So a little background information that goes with the denotative interpretation is just that it's a minority school and it's mostly just blacks and Latinos that are represented at this school, and it's in a very poor community area, so a lot of these students usually don't test very well in school and don't usually graduate and kind of just end up either like incarcerated or dead or working a very low level job. And this teacher comes in and she basically helps these students perform at their peak level, graduate on time, do what they need to do, and she doesn't let them fail. And so from that, she basically helps them have a better outcome in life and be more successful. That's the denotative message kind of interpreted in this clip. And I would say the connotative message would be basically that white people really do care for the Black community and are willing to help as much as they can. The teacher was willing to go to this student's house every day after school to make sure he gets his work done so that, he can graduate. She doesn't want to fail him. So she was just kind of that help and that push, and basically doing this for the greater good of the nation as a whole, because Black youth in turn help the Black community to prosper. I would say the hidden message that kind of goes along with this connotative interpretation is just that Black students or or minority students in general don't perform as well as white students or students that come from a more white privileged school, in that they don't work as hard, like their work ethic isn't as hard, and basically they can't succeed in school without some type of savement or extra encouragement, and this teacher is that kind of savement, and she's basically the white savior of the Black or the minority community. And I would say it's just kind of representing that we, as a whole, like the Black community can't succeed unless we have some type of savior that comes in and helps us move forward, is kind of the hidden message that I would say is related in this clip.